Well, this is Garrett from down here in Texas. Happy New Year, first of all. I figured get the first one out on something cool, which is the FLIR Duo Pro. Anyway, I wanted to talk I mentioned, put a post out there the other day about Isotherm. I guess y'all sit here and look at the back of my head and with the FLIR unit behind me. But I put out that the FLIR Duo Pro now has Isotherm. So for all the public safety guys, this is huge. I know we've had many discussions online about Isotherm and what it does. It basically finds people or living things for you instead of you trying to guess in the woods. For inspectors, I'm not so sure how important it is. It's always a nice thing to have, but for public safety, it pretty much doubles the capability. So if you're running an old FLIR View Pro or something like that didn't have Isotherm, this is a much improved unit for many reasons, but this is just one of them. So without Isotherm, I was always it was one of those things where a FLIR View Pro or something just wasn't going to quite cut it for public safety. An XT was always going to be remarkably better because it had Isotherm. So anyway, whenever the FLIR Duo Pro first came out, they didn't have it on there, but they have since added it to the Isotherm to the capabilities of the FLIR Duo Pro. So this is huge, and I know a lot of these are going to be shipping pretty soon, so it's pretty exciting. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is this is what you're seeing here is the FLIR Duo Pro hooked up to an M600, and we're looking at the back of my hidden house because it's really cold outside and I don't want to go outside right now. But anyway, all you have to do to turn on Isotherm, this is pretty brilliant on FLIR's part. On their app, all you'll do is pick, you see you have all these color palettes now. By the way, you have 30 color palettes now. That's a lot. You have 30 color palettes, but you get down to the bottom of them here and you'll see that there's a bunch of ISOs, including some new ones that don't even exist on the XT, like green, hot, two ISO ranges and stuff like that. So there's some new color palettes that we've never seen before. But the one that we often use to look for missing people or suspects is the mid-range white hot ISO. So I'm going to turn that on. Now hopefully you can see this okay in this video, but you can see why. You know, this is the back of my head and it just stands out. I mean, if that was even hiding in the bushes, well, you would know that that's something alive in there and we need to go investigate that. There's no doubt that there's something within the temperature range of a living person. The other thing that I want to show you here is how you adjust that. Is if you come into here, you have all your adjustments and you can go into your Isotherm adjustments and you can set the temperature range. So if you're looking at a fire and you wanted to know where all the hot spots are, if any of you listened to Randall Warnes' his webinar, he told you that the key range there is 150, 300, and 1800, and that's where you would set this. You'd set your low and medium and high to those, and then you'd be able to find all the hot spots, just like I'm showing up here for a person. The hot spots would show up. You put those out until they aren't glowing anymore. You're done and you go home. There's no more waiting around until the sun comes up on something like a wildland fire or grass fire. So anyway, I wanted to show you that. Probably the last thing I want to show you on this video that's pretty cool, kind of throw this in there too, is, you know, the accuracy of this FLIR unit is absolutely incredible. You can see it's right there on the spot meter. It's got my wall back there at about, it's going to be between 61 to 62 degrees down here. So what I'm going to do is, just so you can see this, which is pretty cool, I'm going to turn on MSX, the MSX technology. So now you can see the outlines of any sharp edges and stuff like that show up. It really helps. You can even read stuff if there was some writing on the walls. But I'm going to use this laser thermometer here. I'm going to turn it on and you'll be able to see my laser on the wall. I don't know how well you can see that in this video, but there's a laser. I'm going to move the laser up and I'm going to put it right on that same place where it's shining, and there we go. And so you can see it's 61.1. It's saying 62. I'm going to zap it one more time. Get my laser lined up there. There we go. That's 60.8. So we are 1 degree difference between what the FLIR is shooting from across the room and reading off of that spot meter, and what this laser thermometer is reading it from probably about 4 feet away, which that's absolutely fantastic. So really impressed with this unit, and this thing is going to do a whole lot of good on public safety. So of course you can always switch between the views of the thermal versus optical and everything. The main thing I wanted to show you in this video is that Isotherm is there, and FLIR did an excellent job of implementing it. So anyway, we'll talk to y'all later.